Alrighty, we're still playing stupid Graywater games. I started out with this thing. I'm going to start right side up this time because it's hard to operate it upside down. I got this attached to the air compressor, and it has like a tube that you can put in a bucket. And this is a good sprayer, but this is not a pressure washer. So this made like a lovely mist in the Graywater tank, but didn't really help me out with my situation. So I'm still happy I don't own a pressure washer. I'll take a closer look at my collection of stupid prizes, which I have so far. Oof. So, I think this, I'm trying to make sure it's in the frame here. I think this might have broken off like with this part facing away like from us, and maybe that coupling went up and this part went down, or the other way around. Obviously, I don't know. It wouldn't have gone sideways, so it would have gone like this, and probably this broken off part attached to that broken part in there, or possibly this way. I don't know. And then that thing was just floating in there today. So I don't, like, where did that come from? Like, I mean, these other things were all down on the bottom. They were buried in the muck. The first time I had the tank pumped out, you could just barely see that 4-inch tube. So there was still like 4 inches of muck in there. And then the second time they pumped it out, I could see those other pieces, and I thought, oh my God, there's a whole nother 4-inch layer. But then they were just those flat pieces. And I don't know where the other pieces are. Maybe the machine sucked it out. That machine like really sucked. So this thing, I'm sure, was like one of the knockouts that was just taken out when the tank was installed. But why was it still in there somewhere? Like, I don't know. So I ended up constructing this just because I didn't have anything else. So I put like in the sun better. Hang on a second. There. So I just put some rubber bands on that so I could shoot the water at like a 45-degree angle. And actually, when there's a little water pressure on that, it'll kind of push it. Can you imagine it kind of turning turning clockwise a little bit? So it actually shoots up a little bit. So I was able to like flush that kind of underside of the lip a little bit. And that's like the best I could do. What else? This guy is actually making leaves. He's alive. It's alive! That was weird. The rabbit's back and it ate like a whole bunch of the agaves, the babies. Once I start trimming those, I don't think it can eat it anymore. It only eats the ones that, they're lazy. So the bigger ones where I've started trimming, I don't think it'll eat it anymore, but it's eating all the babies. What the hell did I even accomplish today? I have so much sewing to do and so much shit to do. And I'm mired up with this, and I didn't get anything else done, and the day is over, and I didn't even go exercise, and I'm tired of this. I don't know if I should just have this like dug up, and I don't know what. So this tube, if you look down in here, and I really don't think you're going to be able to see down there. But when you're looking down in there, what you can see down in there is the sidewall of one of those 4-inch round drain pipes with a hole probably about as big as the end of this thing. Like the narrow end fits in there, but I'm not sure. Like maybe I could get this end in there. I don't know. So I'm sure that this is a vent, and it's not a vent for any part of the house. It's a vent for this tank. And in fact, we'll see probably where this is sticking down in there. But it had a solid cap on it. So if it's a vent, I don't know why it would be capped off. Maybe that's partially why this gets so stinky. So I ordered a cute little mushroom vent cap, and I'll make sure there's screen, and I'll put that screen on there tonight, and I'll cover this up and everything. So, and then I'm going to paint this like a cute little mushroom So it'll be whimsical and cute. And then what else did I do today? Okay, so I learned more about my pump situation, and what I ended up doing was, you might barely be able to see it, I tied the float to that bottom pipe where it comes out. This had, and I put a different rope on it with a little extra tie to yank it up. So I was always worried with that thin rope that I would, like, this is the rope over here. I was worried I was going to cut my hands because it was really, for that weight of a thing, it was just a really narrow little rope. So it just so happened I had a nice hunk of boat rope, floaty boat rope. If it should fall in there, it'll float. And so I put a nice little handle on there, and I tied that to the thing, and that narrow piece was tied to the clip where you could clip the float, but the clip was on the top of the pump. So I mean, I can tell you, this pump is fairly new, and in the time that this pump has been here, which is before my time, this was not being maintained properly, because you could only run this with about 2 feet of water in it, because it would only start up with that tether. It's called like a tether float. It would have to have at least 24 inches of water to pull that up high enough for the pump to come on. And I saw a video of another pump that looks just like this pump, but a different color, like they were made from the same factory. And it came with like a clip that would hold the float down lower. And obviously, I don't have that. I don't know if I ever had it. It's long gone. So I just use that smaller string to tie the float really tightly to that bottom exiting pipe. And that's as low as I think that's as low as you could get it. Now, it won't quite come on right now, but I think like another inch or two of water, it would come on. And I have to be careful. I don't know. I was going to say, when the water gets down to the end of the orange body, then you're into the air. You're going to start sucking air, so it could only physically pump like maybe an inch out. So I can never drain this myself, which is kind of, that's part of the issue. I can't really get in there and clean it. I did see videos of like malnourished children in India getting in there and cleaning, and one of a just very small statured, slender woman getting in there, but they didn't have the neck on like this. So it was just either like on the roof, or the ground, and it just had the cap directly on the tank. There was no neck. So you could stand on the bottom and you could kind of, get your elbows up on the edge and pull yourself out of there. But with this neck situation, it would be really hard to get in and out of there. And I'm obviously not doing that. It's not happening. I mean, you would need a ladder, and then you wouldn't fit because the ladder would be in the way, and my ladder wouldn't fit. So anyway, I tried to wash out that weird nest situation there, and a scorpion came out. And that looks like the grossest bunch of hair, but I think that's roots, but like, from what? Anyway, we don't want to know, do we? No, we don't. And then I swear that hole, I think, is actually what I thought was the drain hole. And it did come out here, but I think when they painted this, they patched it up because the hole's not really there anymore. Even if I dig down in the rocks, it's not there. But then on the video, it looks like it has a great big 4-inch like drain pipe that would exit out to mysterious locations or nowhere. I don't know. But I think that little pissy drain hole was just, you'd have to really be having some kind of emergency for it to be up this high. Like, I don't think you're meant to. And one of the videos I watched, like, the person said, like, you're only ever meant to have the Graywater for, like, no more than 24 hours. So this should not be filling up for, like, 6 months and festering and turning into a sewer. This should just be, like, pumped out. So this is what I'm trying to get to is this is clean, and then maybe I do 2 loads of laundry, and then I pump this out. Like, this is not going to be full of disgusting water. So I'll put you on the tripod and send you down there again and tell me what you see this time. All right. All right. Here's the tripod. And I tried to put it on a little angle this time so maybe I can get just a little better look at what's going on in there. All right. Locked in. Let me tighten this down too. Okay. I'm gonna try to get this. I'm wrapping the rope all around just as an extra precautionary measure. This camera is not waterproof. I mean, I live in the desert, so that wasn't a deal breaker for me. I know GoPros overheat all the time, and this one does not seem as prone to overheating. It's better than my phone, which will actually overheat pretty quickly. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is gonna be, the lights are still on. Okay, so this is gonna be facing the wall. All right, so this is dead facing the wall. And say that, like, that's 12 o'clock. Let me just swing it a little bit. Oh, there's a fly here. I don't want to get bit. Okay. And say this is about 1 o'clock. That's where the electric comes in. That's just how the pump's facing right now. This would be about 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock is going to be facing out towards the road, exact opposite of where you came in by the wall. And now I gotta dance. I guess I don't have to dance around. I'm not going to. Okay. 7 o'clock. Oh, careful. Well, let's just go straight to 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 10, 11, 12. All right, let me get back over here. And I want to see if I can't get a better look at any of this plumbing here. So this is facing the wall. And this is, all right, this is facing that vent pipe. Although I can see the vent pipe is coming over here. I wish I knew how this camera is facing. Okay, so that, yeah. So that's facing that vent pipe. And you can see the vent pipe sticking out because I have that, my stirring stick down in there. So is that exhaust pipe over here facing the road, or is it over here facing the, like, is it the exact opposite of the drain pipe facing Mr. Madagascar? Like, I don't know. Anyway, let's take a general look down here. Is it any cleaner today? I don't know. Because the sun is so bright, I can actually not see in there. Like, it's just a black hole for me. I can't see anything. Okay. And I want, those little lights are just held on with very lightweight magnets, and one of them is really, like, fragile connection. I don't know. Like, if I tapped it, I can see myself just bumping that right off there. But I really gotta have a better idea what's happening in here. Hopefully I'm getting something. Hopefully that fucking gimbal didn't just go in its own direction again. I'm going to screw around until I knock something off the tripod. Okay, we're going to stop now. Here, we're going to come up. There's that nest. Get a good look in there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take it in the house and see what I got. Hopefully something. Whoop, up you go. Okay. All right. All right, so yeah, I know it's like a beautiful day, and I spent the whole day just douching around with Graywater. It's like, yeah, I put an enzyme cleaner in there for RV. Who knows what that did? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not happy. It's not, I don't know. I'm thinking of just having the cistern guy come and fill it up, put the rest of that RV cleaner in there for 2 days, let it sit, and having it pumped out. I mean, I guess you're not really supposed to use bleach in the plastic tank. That's just for concrete. So, I mean, I bleached it the first time. I mean, it was so dirty. I don't think anybody cares. All right. So I'll take a look at this again. I mean, I just gotta get this to where I can just be happy and stop working on it. And we're not there yet. So what was the plan here? I don't really have a plan. I guess I'm letting it sit because those tablets were supposed to sit. So I was gonna let it sit for like 2 days. People get these tablets to clean their sensors off. And a lot of people said it works better if you let it sit 2 days instead of 1 day. Right now, I can't really pump that much out. So I'm just gonna cover it up. I'm gonna put the little screen over the hole, and I'm gonna hope I got something good on this video. And yeah, then I guess when I have more water, I'll just pump it out if it still is really, really gross and really, really smelly. I'm hoping maybe with a proper vent on it, maybe. I mean, you can see how windy it is. Like, maybe with a proper vent on there, that would just rip a lot of the odor and stuff out of there. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. So, all right, I'm gonna put it back together. I'm gonna close it up for tonight. I also I made like a gasket to cover up this hole nicer, so nothing can really get in and out of there. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. So I'm just gonna cover it up. I'm gonna wait a couple days. I'm gonna try to pump it out. I'll probably just pump some out into the desert, and then if that's the best I can do, I guess I'll just start letting it fill up better and dilute what's in there and hope it doesn't kill the plants. Because I don't know. I also looked and looked and looked, and I cannot find any ingredients list for the thing I'm using. I think it has citric acid, but also some kind of enzymes in there. It says that you shouldn't breathe it or get it in your eyes. It wasn't this windy before, so I don't think I did, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but this is not quite wrapped up yet, but we're getting there. So from now on, I should be able to pump it down farther. I mean, if I could get it to where I just felt it was okay, then I'd be happy to just pay to have it pumped out once a year. That's not a big deal. Or, I mean, I can look for some kind of pump that will pump it all the way out, but those pumps tend to be way, way more expensive than a sump pump. So, I mean, you're looking at $250 as opposed to $50 for a sump pump. So, getting that last couple inches of water out is very pricey. I don't know if it's worth it. But I'll look again if there's something. I mean, now that I have the big chunks of waste out of there and the sludge, you know, I don't have to worry so much about that. Maybe like one of those things you just put on the drill or something. I don't know. I'll look once more. It'd be nice if I could pump it dry myself and rinse it out. But if the rinsing's not working, then there's no point in doing the pumping either. So, and all I have is that hose with the rubber band on it. That's all I really have for cleaning it. I did order like a brush, but I mean, I'm only gonna be able to get it in there I mean, the bottom part that I bleached the shit out of is not bad, so, and that's the only part I'm going to be able to really hit with the brush, so. I don't know. I think I'm stuck for now. I'm going to pack it up, call it a day, and yeah. Tomorrow I really have to start sewing because it's actually holding up other projects now and it's making me unhappy, so we're gonna have to do that. So hopefully maybe there's something more enlightening in this video. I should go in the house and see. All right, let's do that. All right, we're gonna go again because I feel like you did a bad job looking up inside the tank. Although it might be my fault. I think I had the tripod in the wrong direction. Okay. Like, oh my God, what a weird way to spend your days. And then like this is like the third day now that we're working on this because I see started like on May 1st, it's like May 3rd. Okay, but I think I have a better idea what's going on here. So this is the wall. Let me get a good grip on this. So this is the wall, but I think all the business here is where this vent pipe is. Again, we're trying not to knock anything off the tripod here. So the vent pipe and where the thing drains in are the same. And so, all right, so and if we go like a pure 180, is that where the exit hole is? Phew, see, this stinks. I mean, it's not like real stinky, but I mean, there's no laundry water in there and it smells like laundry to me. It just, yuck. I'm tired of breathing this now. I don't want to do this anymore. Is that the drain pipe? This is straight to the road. This is 180 from the vent pipe. Oh, pew. I just like, it's not even strong and I'm just so sick of that smell. I don't want it anymore. All right. I feel like the drain's gotta come out this side. So then that drain would be going towards the electric box, but then where? I mean, I really would like to know where that's going. Oh my God. And again, this is straight out to the road. I mean, I don't think it's going that way. I'm pretty sure it's straight away from the drain here. So that should be like right under that lip there. Oh, ooh, ooh. I swear I felt it touch something. That's not good. That's not what I meant to do. Oh my God. Okay. All right, we're gonna go again and see what we can see. Oh shit, yeah, see, I'm getting tired and the tripod's like bumping against stuff. Gross. All right, hope you did a better job this time. Oh God, that bird was up on my roof. Why? We're gonna go once more. I feel like maybe dead ahead would have been the better option here. I want to see if I can see down the drain pipe a little bit. I'm gonna come out here and check for snakes first, though. No snakes, no bad coyotes, only good dogs. Watch out, good dog coming through. Okay, he's okay. Alrighty. Oh, somebody dug a big fucking hole in there. Thanks, somebody. That's just how snakes get in. Okay. I mean, you don't dig holes. Okay, let's get in. Alright, enjoy your upside down walk over here. Here's the underside of the moringa. I got more of these pods. I was uneasy about the first pod, and now look what's happening. I just feel like, sometimes those are full of grubs, and I just don't know what's in there, and I don't want to look in there. Just other one's not making pods. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. It'll probably make more pods. Okay, here we go. Once more into the hole. Okay. Pew. God damn it. I can't stand this smell anymore. I just absolutely cannot stand it anymore. I've had it with this laundry smell. Ugh. Okay. All right. This should be the drain pipe. That drain pipe looks so nasty too. I mean, come on. Come on. Phew. Just try to get some bleach in there better. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Any suggestions on what to do besides just setting this on fire and starting over? I'd love to hear it. Okay, so this is out from the drain hole. It's going to be a little bit to the left of the Madagascar. It's going to head directly to that. It's going to head like directly to that electric. Like that is where the electric tank is. And there's a manhole cover over there, but I mean that CFE, that's for them to access the wires. I'm sure my smelly water's not going in there. I don't know why it would. At least the dog is helping. That makes it so much better. Okay. Oh, there's a sharp rock. Okay. Let's set it right here. If I turn the camera on when it's upside down, it just automatically starts filming right side up. This is like a weird feature that I wasn't familiar with, so I kind of assumed if I just flipped it over halfway through, it would also like turn itself upside down, but it didn't really do that, did it? Okay, that's okay. Okay, and this is from the big clips of the tripod to the camera head. I'm guessing that's about where this thing comes out. And that's this thing again. Same thing. I mean, I'll measure down and see if I can get something in there with a sprayer better, but I mean, I doubt it. Oh shit, yeah, I just slapped the camera against the edge of the thing. At least it was coming out the dirty edge. Yeah, so over here is... I mean, I hope my dirty water's not going in there. I doubt very much that I could lift that. I'm guessing you need like a big pry bar for that. And that, like I said, that should be just a dry access for CFE to maintain this monster that would be buzzing away. Okay. Alright, Wilson. Let's take of our fun toys and go. And if I put a vent cap on there, is it always going to smell like this? I don't know. I gotta cover that up, that stinks. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna cover it up right now because one way or another, I'm not coming back out here tonight. I'm done for the night. Alright, turn this off.